Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Slow Horses Season 5. We did this last year for Season 4. Now we're going to do a full recap, episode by episode, weekly of Slow Horses Season 5. It is one of my favorite shows, so I figured I would share my excitement and my enjoyment for this show with you guys. Now, as we get into the episode here, I do have an Amazon storefront. So if you'd like to support the channel and myself and videos like this, please feel free to purchase something from my Amazon storefront and support the channel. Thank you. Let's get into the video. Alright, so here we are. The opening of episode 1 of season 5 of Slow Horses. We have this guy at some kind of political stand here. I guess pushing citizens to vote for mayor. We then see this suspicious guy. He looks like a serious guy, like he could do some damage, you know what I'm saying? Get this nice poster on the wall. So the poster says, body like a temple and something woman like a dog. I'm not sure what that says. You guys let me know. This guy hears a honk out his window. We then see what looks like some sort of utility van. And this guy looks like some kind of military guy with the pants and the boots, to be honest with you. Kind of looks like Mark Zuckerberg in a weird way, doesn't he? He opens up the back of the van and he pulls out a big duffel bag full of weapons, as we will soon find out. These two are arguing over politics. Typical day in America. Well, I guess in this case it's London. Never mind. He then tries to get this guy to vote for mayor, and as we're about to see, he is about to get his head blown off, along with many others, as he pulls out this massive assault rifle. It just blows everybody to pieces. See? Now, the coffee's going flying, everybody's dying, and that's it. He's taking out everybody in sight right now. She's dead, bye-bye. That person's dead. And now he's dead, taken out by the person that gave him the weapon. As you see, he did leave a bullet casing there. That will come into play later. Gets in the utility van, and they drive off. And here we are at the opening cinematic for Slow Horses. And let me tell you, it has been a long time since I heard this intro music, but man, is it good to hear it again. And here we are in the beginning of this episode with Robby dancing around like an absolute moron with the biggest headphones I've ever seen in my life on. And as you see, he almost got taken out by that utility van, but he was pushed out of the way by that person. I cannot think of her name right now to save my life, but she's been in the show for a while. She was partners with Marcus. And here we go. We get to see our first sighting of Jackson Lamb, everybody's favorite. And Jackson Lamb is being as funny as ever. Oh, that's her name, Shirley. So we got Shirley and we got Catherine Standish. Shirley is now telling Jackson Lamb that they tried to run over Ho with the utility van and he doesn't believe it. Shirley wants to track the van, but Jackson thinks she's crazy. Shirley then leaves, aggravated that Jackson's not taking it serious. Emma Flight is now back to investigate the crime scene of the shooting. 11 people are dead at the hands of an automatic weapon. Emma and the cop are now going to investigate the initial shooter's apartment, where they see books from the opposite end of the political spectrum. We then get our first sighting of Mr. River Cartwright this season. Actually, shockingly, 12.5 minutes into the episode, which is a pretty long time if you think about it. There's Shirley trying to explain to River that somebody tried to take out Ho this morning, and he basically, like everyone else, thinks she's insane and this didn't happen. Catherine then reveals that Shirley is still dealing with Marcus's death from last season, claiming she has PTSD. River then asks her if she thinks it was an attack on Ho. She says, don't know, don't care. She is actually leaving Slough House and they're throwing a party for her, but she does not want a party. River then explains that basically his grandfather is still losing his mind, even at the home where he was left last season. Here we are with Diana and this other lady, where they're trying to get the full profile of the shooter from the beginning of the episode to continue the investigation. Here we see Cloud for the first time. He played a big part in last season, if you guys remember. This poor guy just can't catch a break ever. Claude and this lady are now arguing about what she wrote about him. Claude says she should leave now because protocol. It is then revealed that the shooter was a supporter of this guy because he had his books. We now see Jackson Lamb sleeping on this big beautiful couch. Then this place is still all torn up from last season. Shirley is asking for Marcus's gun, but obviously Jackson is not going to give it to her. Shirley is now trying to explain to Jackson yet again about how the person or the people tried to run over Ho. Back with Emma Flight now, she's on the phone with this woman. She then gets a text with images included. Emma's asking if anybody actually saw him shoot himself, and the answer is no. She's now checking the body. This officer hilariously gets grossed out, and she's able to figure out that the assassin from the beginning of the episode did not shoot himself. It is then revealed that he was shot from above with a sniper. Obviously, as we saw in the beginning of the episode, he was shot by the guy that actually gave him the assault rifle. They then go up to the spot where the sniper laid out the assassin, where they then find the bullet casing of the sniper that the second killer left there. We then see Jackson and River celebrating the retirement party for her. Well, I wouldn't say it's a retirement party, but it's basically a retirement party. She says it is so depressing, which it is, because as you can see, this place is ripped to shreds. We then see J.K. Cole and Ho with his crazy colored blondish purple hair. They're now checking security footage of the shooter. He's wearing combat boots, Shirley says. It's then revealed he went into the same vehicle that went after Ho in the beginning of the episode, as we know. So maybe Shirley's not as crazy as everybody's making her out to be, and maybe they should start believing her before they end up getting attacked like they did last season. Because I don't know if they can handle another attack, to be honest with you. I'm not sure. I mean, still, that place is ripped to shreds from the French people, and it's not going to get any better if they don't start taking her seriously. River then takes a jab at Shirley for not being over Marcus's death, and she is not very happy with him, to say the least. Ho then says he's got places to be, and we're going to find out very soon exactly what that means. Catherine then goes up to Jackson's office, and they have a little bit of back and forth banter about how she should take Shirley seriously, but he's not going to because she has PTSD and she's crazy and she's a drug addict. Jackson then grabs his trademark cigarette and lights it up. Then he begins having an absolute coughing fit, and Catherine then says he's supposed to be cutting those out. So, could this be our first sign of Jackson dying? Or at least taking a back seat? I don't know. Kind of nervous about this. For him to be coughing like that is not a good sign. They then reveal the name of the shooter, Rob True. He opened fire with an L16S assault rifle. Diana says to do a deeper background check because there must be some people that are connected to him, and Emma is saying that is not the case. Rob felt rejected by women, rejected by society, and he decided to take that out with a weapon and open fire on 11 other people. It is then revealed that Emma thinks that that bullet cartridge left by the sniper that took out the first assassin was deliberate. We then see Shirley hiding behind a telephone booth, and we then see Ho walk by. She then begins to tell Ho to, I'm assuming, make sure that he is not being tracked down by these people in the van again. Then Catherine is not far behind. Catherine then meets up with Shirley, and she says that she thought Shirley could use some company. We then see Ho waiting for somebody with his headphones on, listening to music. We then see this very attractive woman walk up to Ho, and it looks to me like they are on a date, or maybe she's a stripper, I don't know. They then begin tailing Ho and this chick again. Louisa is then reading her farewell card from everybody at Slough House, and we see her and River having a conversation. She says what River said to Shirley is not okay, and he agrees. Louisa then reveals that she's leaving Slough House because she feels stuck along with the rest of them. Louisa says River's masculinity has been completely shot to pieces, and she's not wrong. Last season he did kind of get mentally and physically destroyed by his own father. They then talk about feeling things, and next thing we know, River and Louisa are making out. Well, not really. It's more River. Things get very awkward. Clearly, Louisa did not want the kiss, and River is trying to do whatever he can right now to make this not as awkward as it is. things get pretty heated between these two. Then we go back to Shirley, Catherine, Ho, and the escort slash stripper. Catherine then calls River over to the situation to do some scouting. River is very confused when he is told that Ho is with a woman, because it's probably something they never thought would ever happen. Basically, everybody thinks something's up, because for him to be with a woman, that's not normal. So Louisa and River then part ways, and River heads his way over to the crazy, disgusting, creepy nightclub that Ho and the stripper are at. We then cut back to Mr. Jackson Lamb, where it is then revealed to him that Roddy is with a woman, and he is caught off guard as well. We are then with River at the nightclub where Roddy and the stripper are at. Shirley is in there somewhere as well. There we see Shirley. River begins making his way over to her. River then apologizes for the comment he made about Marcus earlier in the episode. River then spots the woman that Ho is dancing with, and even he knows something is just off. Shirley then makes a judgment call to jump down on top of somebody with a bottle. River then realizes what just happened and appropriately says, "What the fuck?" Because Shirley's PTSD kicked in. She thought it was a knife, but it was just a beer bottle. This guy then gets socked in the gut and it came out of nowhere. I don't know why, but I thought it was kind of funny. Shirley then runs off to the bathroom where she tries to do her favorite recreational activity that I cannot say. River is not far behind. River makes it just in time to take it away. Shirley then gives this whole sob story about how she wasn't going to do it, she was just going to use it, and she was going to do what Marcus would have told her to do, which was not do it. But it turns out that was all bullshit, and she was going to do it. She just said that so River would give it back to her after he took it away. River then gives it back, and she says that she played him. They then get into a screaming match. River then leaves. We then see the stripper and Ho dancing, and you can tell just by looking at her something's off. They then leave the club. Shirley then makes a run for it. She's got some kind of security guy running after her, seems like. She then hides and knocks him over the head with some kind of metal object. Shirley then steals this pizza delivery guy's bike and rides off with it. So these two are about to part ways, and we are then going to find out what is going on behind the scenes. As you see, as they went to kiss there, she did a hard psych on him. This poor guy can't get any action. So they then part ways, and as this strange woman is driving away, she then pulls out her phone and does the unthinkable. She opens her text, says that Ho is heading to his flat alone. This suspicious music raises in volume, and we then fade to black as episode 1 of season 5 of Slow Horses comes to a wrap. Well, that's going to be a wrap for season 5, episode 1 of Slow Horses. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on the video, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe to the channel for more Slow Horses videos coming next week and in the future. And as well, feel free to check out my Amazon storefront. I have a bunch of products on there that you will enjoy if you're an Apple fan. Thank you guys very much, and I'll see you guys next week for episode 2.